Hello, I am Andy, and here is a program called A Star is Born on the 13th of January in the period of Capricorn. And that's you, the star, looking at me and listening to me. And so it's a wonderful day to be born, where you are some kind of a genius who is going to be a bit delayed in success, but it will come definitely. This genius is attached to income from anything to do with the modern day of computers. So, information technology is something that will come very naturally to you, and you'll be able to use it big time for anything that you want to do. You have a character and personality which is very rebellious, and you can't seem to form into teamwork easily, whether in the personal side of your life, whether in the job, business side of your life. So it may be better for you to have less partners rather than more partners. You prefer to do things yourself because you have a speed at which you can do things quickly. You have a very fast Uranus, so it makes you quite impulsive with your ideas. And every time you get that kind of wonderful ideas, you want to implement it very, very quickly. You have a wonderful Mercury position, which makes your brain learn things very quickly and your memory very good. And you can have writing skills, you can have speaking skills. You have a wonderful Saturn position which makes you lucky in anything to do with the land. This Saturn is a wonderful planet, makes you very much a person who cares for others. And so your brothers, sisters, your family members, they can expect all this help from you at some time or another. You can be very lucky with land. And this compassionate nature you have will be a very much educated person, will go to universities or colleges, may even teach there. And as I said, land can be very useful. Buying and selling land, so be partner or be working for a real estate company. Land is not only about buildings, but yes, even with buildings, you can be in the business of building materials or be a contractor. And also land used for farming, that's something else you can use. You have many weaknesses in your horoscope. One of them is that your inferiority complexes are there. And because when some people say something and they hit the nerve of your inferiority complexes, you retaliate. You retaliate and want to be very aggressive and be very rebellious at the same time. It's better for you to find out what are these inferiority complexes you have. They can be in the physical side of you, the mental side of you, the emotional side of you. And when you find out, you'll be able to cure them. That's the only way. Your compatibility will be very little because you're made to be a person to be on your own and you are happiest there. Even when you have a family, you will be in your own mind because what you do is always inventing things in your own mind. Your strengths are many, and you can have that knowledge and the wisdom because of education. You have the planet Mars that makes you very much a person with very big plans. And these big plans can be carried out because the planet Mars gives you all that energy, physical energy especially, and also mental energy. Now I'm going to give you some ages to show the cycles that you will have born on the 13th of January. Your positive cycles are there and your negative cycles are there. Your positive cycles, as an example, the ages of 13, 22, 31, 40, 49, 58, 67, 76, or 85, or even 94 years old. These are going to be very eventful ages, meaning that something good, very importantly, can happen. You may start something, you may finish something, it'll be very rewarding. And as age by age you enter these ages, things will build up for you. And you may also find the love of your life. You may also see that important things are done. So these are very good cycles for you as an example. You will also have some negative cycles. And I'll give you an example of them. Yes, I'll do. And so you have to be careful. You have to be careful at the ages of 21, 30, 39, 48, 57, 66, 75, 84, or 93 years old. You'll have to be very cautious that as you approach these ages, things will start to fall apart. Whether job, business, whether romance, whether marriage and family, whether health as well, or even accidents. And as you enter these ages, which I've just mentioned, everything will be ultimately going very much against you. We all have these positive cycles and negative cycles. So when you have a 90-minute session with me one day, which will cost you USD $50, I will talk to you about your next 9-year cycles, how they're going to be. You can be very academic because you like to study universities and college, but you can also be very hands-on, which means that once you have the basic knowledge, then you on your own will learn through example and learn through experience. And that's what happens. As I said, your character will be of a lonely type of person, but you're never lonely with yourself and your ideas and your plans. But try to improve it. If you have a family, a marriage partner, and children, and even with your parents and extended family, try to keep in touch. Otherwise, they may get the feeling that you don't care for them. And the same with compatibility. Since you learn things very fast, because you have a wonderful Uranus and Mercury, your memory is also very good. You look down on people who are slow, but don't do that because everybody is born with different horoscopes. Well, you're a star and you're going to be very famous one day. Very famous, I believe, in the information technology field. But it can be anything else. You could be a great lawyer, a great doctor. You could be a farmer who comes up with wonderful ways of farming, new ways. And you could be that writer and writing books on any kind of subjects, especially in the IT field. And of course, you could be in the IT field doing extremely well. So there you are, emotional and inspirational, and many of your ideas come very impulsively and suddenly. Always have a little notebook in your pocket to jot down these ideas. I will talk to you about your health in the 90-minute session. All I know right now is born 13th of January, but I'll give you some news that what may happen for you. You can have problems of very bad digestive areas because you may not be eating on time. And these gastric problems can become worse and worse. And your bowels can be very irritable. Sometimes when you eat something, you have to go to the toilet many times. Sometimes it's constipation. And also, and also, you have to be careful that the large intestine is going to give you problems. So go and see a stomach specialist if you have these problems. Also, your lower spine is going to give you a lot of difficulties. Maybe it's the position you sit for many, many hours in front of the computer. So get a good chair which can give you that kind of a good posture while you're sitting down. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a very bad lower back problem. When I see you for a 90-minute session, I'll have all that information, which is your full date of birth and your time of birth and reading your palms. This is very essential because nobody can ever have your palms. But there are hundreds of thousands born every year, on every day. 100, 250,000 people are born every day. So does it mean that all of them have the same fate and destiny? Not necessarily, because all of them will have different palms. So reading palms is very essential. Just doing your horoscope based on your date of birth and time of birth is not enough. You get at the most 60% accuracy only. So all this, born as a star, is all up to you. Now it's left for me to be able to have your date of birth, time of birth, and look at your palms. And whatever age you are, then you come and see me, and I will tell you for your next 9 years what happens. Why the next 9 years? Because everything is based on a 9-year cycle. So I base it on the 9 years. I will talk to you, as I said, your health areas, financial areas, and also personal areas, and most importantly, your health areas. So here's my email. Send me this email, and let's get down to business so that I can get this off for you to let you know as soon as possible how to get all these energies from the ways I will show you to be somebody very, very special. In the meantime, I wish you good luck. Thank you. Goodbye.